should have stayed here.
In the early 2000s, LucasArts was really one of those game studios that would make anything and everything a Star Wars game. And one of those games in the series was The Force Unleashed. Set before Episode 4, but after Episode 3, kind of in that transition period, we follow Galen Merrick, or Star Killer, very edgy, of the early 2000s, as he is Vader's secret apprentice. And this was an idea that people really liked, that was really catching on. But what happened to Star Killer? What happened to The Force Unleashed? That's a question I want to try to tackle because it had so much potential, so much steam, yet nobody talks about it anymore except theories for a show on Disney Plus, which is kind of lame, as opposed to actually having the real character back. The Force Unleashed 1 was truly magical. It had one of those sparks, maybe it was the time of the game's release, kind of in the golden age of the early 360 era, but this game truly was really good. It was really popular. I don't know if that was because it put down 10 different editions on every single console that was alive and active back in the day. I swear, I feel like it has 10 different versions from like the Wii to the PS2 to the PS3 to PC to PSP. It's ridiculous, but Star Killer was everywhere. He was the new it thing at Star Wars. And that's because his story is relatable. It's just a young kid. It is a anti-Luke Skywalker training under Darth Vader. If Darth Vader had a son, it would be him. And we get to learn his redemption, his rising back up from failure, from defeat, from betrayal, to becoming a Jedi, to be understanding of what his role in the universe was. And him founding the rebellion, him giving a middle finger to his father, was really cool. And it was definitely planned out that he would ride this momentum, that this new wave of Star Killer mania would push through. And on a technicality, I guess it did. A couple months later, The Force Unleashed 2 was released, and although the graphics looked so much better, the entire series feel like it took a complete nosedive in the wrong direction. And yet nobody still really knows what happened outside of just a rushed development point. Now, The Force Unleashed sits in legacy canon. It doesn't exist anymore in Star Wars. Galen Merrick is gone. Sam Witwer's rise to fame was because of Darth Maul, not because of his portrayal of a scared boy doing every single thing Vader asks of him because he never had a choice to do it before. There's a lot of things we can take away from The Force Unleashed, not just the hack and slash of the gameplay, but what the story is trying to tell you. It's about identity, it's about choosing your own destiny, and at the end it's about sacrificing for the things that you love, for the things that you have put your time into. And that was the end of Galen Merrick. Unfortunately, the sequel brought him back because that mania was rising, and clone Starkiller was given 2 lightsabers to say that he's different now, and good marketing also, by the way, but regardless, that theme of self-identity is brought to the forefront. It was a rushed script, but the seeds of what could be is still very much there. What it means to be you. What it means to be you in a galaxy that thinks you're dead, in a galaxy that has the power to take yourself and put it into somebody's body. How do you feel if that one person believes that you are him. That's what The Force Unleashed 2 is trying to say. They just didn't really get to that point. This game was rushed out the door. It was, I believe, one of, if not their last title at LucasArts. Disney was on the horizon. They needed to get it out as soon as possible because they wouldn't have the chance to share one of their dreams, one of their incredible ideas. Starkiller is a character that will always stay in the background of people's minds. I don't know if that's the amazing trailers, I don't know if that's the character himself or Sam Witwer just being a really cool person. But The Force Unleashed is a game that we should all remember. Yes, it has a fantastic game and a subpar sequel, but The Force Unleashed is a game series that needs to be remembered. It has to be remembered because it gave us a theme that not many people in Star Wars actually think about. Because the news sentiment is they fly now, or whatever Disney is planning to do with their hack and slash lightsabers. I love Star Wars The Force Unleashed, and I hope you get the chance to play it again sometime soon, because it deserves that at least. It deserves one more shot. It deserves Force Unleashed 3. It deserves being canon. It has duality, but I think that makes it better. Maybe the third game will get a third lightsaber, but I won't hold my breath. But that would still be pretty cool to increase the lightsabers for the amount of time. You get it. You get it. But yeah, have you played The Force Unleashed recently? Have you given it another go when so many times you could have just gone playing something else? If you enjoy what I do, I have so many other videos just like this one, some about Star Wars, some not, but thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.